Hey, how you doing, Sagittarius? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host for this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Tea. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your week ahead. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also, please check your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Please take what you like and leave the rest. Also, I'm giving out free private and personal readings. If you would like a free private and personal reading, please check out the information in the description below this video. I just want to say thank you to you all who have liked, commented and subscribed to this channel so far. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell. So, Sag, what's going on with Sagittarius? My word, would I say that you have problems with me? So someone feels like you've got problems with them, or you could feel like you have problems with someone, or you feel like someone's got problems with you. Okay, could be contemplating on an air sign or a water sign person, or even an earth sign person here. Okay, or maybe it could be another fire sign like yourself. All right, seems to be some type of message here, or you could be looking out for someone. All right. Let's see what else is going on. It says, I wouldn't want a war with you, but I don't know how to support the ideas ongoing. Alright? So maybe you don't want a war with someone, but you do feel a bit conflicted, Sag. Or maybe you feel like passionate about something here that's taken long, and you're not wanting it to take so long here. Alright? Maybe not wanting something to take so long. Okay? Could have something to do with a matter pending, or maybe even searching for something here, like looking for something. All right, or maybe even not wanting to know that things are going to get bad over time, and feeling like things could get better for you as long as you trust and believe the situation could unfold in a nicer way. Okay, maybe not wanting some money to take so long as well, or maybe even somebody. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. I love her. Okay, I'm hearing someone say I love her. All right. Okay, someone could have had some type of third party or some options to tame there. All right, but doesn't know which way to go with them, and does regret this. Okay, could be dealing with a King of Cups here, or someone that's holding back their feelings, smart enough to feel like they don't know how to support the idea of seeing you much more than this, or maybe even wondering if the person that you have seen is going to help you with everything else that you've heard, or even if it's got something to do with a mindfulness about how you see things, or certainly wanting to know that you can spend time working on weaving out the pros and the cons. Okay, it says, I have been open to being more mindful about who I am. Certainly don't want to know that I'm stressing. Maybe if I steal the attention of someone else, I could possibly get back to my mind and say, I did it, I moved on. So someone could possibly want to, move on from something here. All right. Someone could also be, deceptive in a marriage as well. I do see that. Someone's been helping with the idea with, either their male parts, or is feeling like they could do this but don't really want to say that they're doing it, and possibly wonder if they can have the chance to feel themselves more in the fact that they wouldn't mind trying a new person, but maybe don't know how to support the idea. Meanwhile, they don't really want to do it. It's just that they haven't seen how you would feel if they were going to do it. Okay, so not really looking into how, that would make you feel in some way as well. So it says, I know I could cause myself a lot of harm by doing this, so I wouldn't want to stress and make myself feel worse. I do have feelings I have more time to worry about the situation. Okay, someone's could, want to worry about the situation maybe after they do it, or maybe even kind of a bit worried now, Okay, could be dealing with an earth sign, a Leo, a Capricorn, or any earth sign here. All right, someone wants to take the opportunity as well to call you or say something to you. Okay, and is nurturing some type of process here, like trying to process something here, like a perspective, kind of working together as a team, and then struggling as well to shut something down, probably needing to control something here. Controlling, holding on to some money would be good as well for some of you guys. All right, or maybe your partner needs to hold on to some money because they're feeling, you know, there's a lack right now, they're broke, but has been defending this from a child. So I don't know if this is like someone that can't, you know, afford to take someone for granted here when it comes to leaving something out, you know. Could be something in regards to like money or a payment, or maybe even people seeing that they need to support their minds with things that they're doing in another way, possibly wanting to know they can spend time working on the situation to help the never-ending scenario, that things could change. But it does say things can change once you sort out your time or perspective with something here, or maybe even remembering that you've got to sort something out and it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. All right. I'm hearing someone say, I want to work with her. All right. So let's see what else is going on. Someone is believing that you could trust and say that you're sorry, maybe even doing something more mindfully next time, or even later on looking at how you could say that you plead guilty in your mind for something that you did but you didn't mean to do it. Okay. All right. There's someone wishing as well, okay, for this. Like someone's wishing for someone to apologize. I do see it could be, you know, either an air sign, Aquarius, or a King of Cups here, that feels quite mindful about how they spend their time in their mind, not really realizing that they could hurt someone here. Okay. It says, I have gotten away with this. I am helping her. I want to know, I have an idea that I am sorting out. I do plan as well to be direct about my plans, and I am ready or waiting for her to move forward and be loyal to me. So someone's waiting for someone to be loyal. Could be a Cancerian. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Alright. It says, I do love her, just don't want her to feel like I'm always making her feel bad. Okay. Someone is open-minded about some deception as well, like they're a bit two-faced, open-minded about it. Which way will something go? Wanting to know that they could get away with something negative here. But it does say someone is helping with this idea and wants to look into it and is ready as well to want to move forward and commit to being loyal, to contemplating if something is going to be worked on, or even judging this. It says break up with that information. You will see why. Good karma will come. It's just that you need to sort your mind out and say that you didn't do anything wrong and leave it there. All right. Okay. Love life is certainly something that you need to solve over time. It says it's not going to work overnight. If you leave it to me, then I'm going to get away with it. I'll let you know that I'm getting away with something. So someone could be getting away with something. It does say people do agree that you should, and maybe even let the situation unfold how you would like to see things. Okay. All right. Could be someone that has some type of regrets here with some karma. Okay. Someone regrets having karma with this air sign person here. That is also, you know, keeping silent about something here, keeping their mind busy with things that they know that they shouldn't speak about, but want to keep their mind off of the situation. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. It says, I loved you so much and I couldn't believe that I did that. but I know that I'm sorry about it and I shouldn't have spoken about you. I may never want to see you again in that way, and I wouldn't want to dare talk about you in a negative way. I leave my mind to rest and think, well, if he's there, then he's there. If he's not, he's not. But I don't want to see that you're hurting, okay? So someone doesn't want to see that someone's hurting. Does say this person didn't need to know who she was or what she was up to or who she was going to be with. It does say that he didn't understand why she had to be with someone else instead of her feeling like she knew who he was. It says no one knows why, but it doesn't say that bad news is there. It just says that you repeat something in your head, Sag, that you knew was going to happen, or you knew something was there that you didn't like, and you just didn't want to believe that it was going to be the person to be there to support the idea. Maybe even giving yourself bad news wasn't going to be a good thing, but you just knew that you didn't want this person to be a part of this person's mind. You said you'd rather stay alone, or even say it's something to do with someone else, or maybe even see that you don't have to talk about it. Just know that you didn't want to and you didn't need to, and you left it at that, and you'd rather keep it that way. But time and time again you feel like, why did I warn myself that bad news was there? And I kept getting the news from a friend or someone that was telling me, don't you see something's not right? It says you don't need to worry because even the friend has a problem, but they don't want you to know. It says the person doesn't need to know everything, and you do know that. And they know that too, because they don't even want to deal with you. They'd rather look at their own shadow and their own demons and look at how bad things are there for them. It says this person didn't need to know anything about him or anything about me. And I was trying to warn you that I never wanted to know who it was. I would never see myself in that way. I wouldn't want to know who it is. I have had enough. Don't want to know who she is or where she is. I just don't want to know what I am. So someone doesn't even want to know what they are. Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay, I don't know if someone's, like talking about like their heritage, or maybe even looking at themselves as a person, just like what type of person they are. It says, I prefer to stay alone in my mind and wonder if he's going to be there as a nine-minded person, like not really seeing me for who I am, but really seeing me as someone that I know I have, but I don't really want to know him. Okay, so someone doesn't want to know someone here. Okay, it could be a father figure. Okay, it could even be the loyalty to parents that don't mind speaking about why they did something, but didn't want to know that they could pose a scene to everyone to show who they are, and maybe even see that they don't have to. They realize that they didn't need to and didn't want to. They just know that they don't need to speak to each other. Okay, all right. So two parents don't need to speak to each other and don't need to even show that they're working with each other to support the outcome of maybe some children or a child, or maybe even surprisingly didn't want to solve the situation with people getting involved, or mindful people that knew what was going on looking in. Okay, all right, so let's see what else. It says, I knew it because I could help myself move on, and I didn't want to know that you could stress yourself so much to the point you saw things happen in your life too, and then you warn yourself now you have to move on. It says, I wonder if I can do this because I do want to do this. If you want to do it, you can do it, but I don't want people looking at me and working on me and making me feel bad for something I did. Okay, so you guys don't want people looking at you for something bad that you did. Okay, it says that you don't need to, and you wonder why it wasn't going to work out for everyone else. People wasn't going to go through the same thing, but they did at times too, but they didn't want anything bad happening to you or even them, and they wonder why you hurt them sometimes. Like, why did you do this? Why did you make me feel bad? Why did you always try to harm me when I was harming myself enough as it is in my own life? Why did you harm me? So someone's wondering why you harm them, Sag, as well. Okay, it could be an earth sign. Okay, it could be a Scorpio, could be a fire sign, could be a Capricorn, could be a Leo. All right. It says, I wonder why you did that to me, though. Always wanted to fight me and make me feel bad. Why did you always want to bruise me and hurt me, or maybe even chase me down, or make me even feel like, definitely when I was younger, you did this. You made me feel like I had to see myself as a as a hoe, or maybe even someone that didn't do something to you, or maybe even something that you thought you was and never got it in your way, so you took it out on me. Why did you do that to me? Okay, so someone said that you may have taken something out on them. Maybe some of you guys may feel that way yourself, like someone took liberties with you in some way. Maybe you took revenge on, you know, another person for what you felt in some way. All right, let's see what's going on. It says nothing's set in stone, but people do see that you don't have to deal with everything. You just got to leave the situation to lie dead. Let it go. Leave it alone. Don't support the idea of people being negative to you ongoing, but do see what you see in yourself and stop blaming others for your problems. It says problems are not solved overnight, but people will see that you don't have to blame everyone for your problems, Sag. Okay. Okay, could be dealing with a Cancerian who could be hiding something or knows something, and you know, could want to solve something with you, being more mindful about who you are. Okay, with options of people and seeing them, and maybe gatherings that you could be getting ready to deal with, or even say that you've seen someone, so you don't want to sort out the problem, but you've helped the situation to leave it behind, like you've helped something to be left behind. Okay. It says, I leave myself to wonder if everything's going to be okay with you, because I do wonder if we could leave the situation behind, and I wouldn't want to work with you again, but I do see that you have good karma. So support your good karma and love yourself and be there for your man, the person that you want to be with, and support that. Just don't bother me anymore, okay? So someone just doesn't want to be bothered anymore and wants you to just be with your man and, you know, not really stress about the situation, okay? It says, I held on to walking away and I solved this, and I did so, but I feel like you got involved. I don't know if this is you, Sag, that still feels like you got to get revenge, or, you know. It says, I do, but I don't need to stress it all the time. Possibly not really needing to look at it anymore. But I do control myself in ways that I want to see people hurt. So some of you guys may want to see people hurt as well. So you have to be mindful about that, okay? All right. It says love life is going to be better off for you to wonder if you get good time in your mind with your work. Maybe even the work that you're doing, putting into your problem solving in your situations with your man or woman. It says you will have a better love life with them when you look at things there. Solve the situations with people that don't have support ongoing to help you with the problems you have with your person. Give yourself support with your problems that you have with your person, the relationship that you're trying to support, the relationship that you want to build. Give yourself some time to wonder if you need support in that area, okay? All right. So, someone could be stably taking the piss, or you feel that way. It does say someone is not, and you have to believe things will change for you and work on it in a different way, okay? All right. I do see there's some money at risk here, which is the truth to partner up with as well. Some of you guys could be waiting for some money. All right. And let's see what else is going on for Sag. Love life is going to be better off for you. Work on that, please. Just work on your love life. Everything will work out well when you work on your love life, okay? That's coming up in a lot of people's readings. I'm noticing that. Okay. Your love life is going to be something that you have gifts to give us, maybe even troubles to worry about, maybe even things that we know that we can't hold on to, but we see that you have problems that you want to give to your lover, possibly even wanting to know that you can pay off the debt in your love life. There is love life troubles, and people from your past have given you support to help you pay off this debt. So what I'm picking up is like your ancestors as well are giving you troubles in your love life to support paying off a debt in some way, For some of you guys that feel like you haven't had the best experience in your love life, it's like from the past, you know, it's like you have to work on solving the situation to be more mindful about who you love, how you support love, and giving yourself to better experiences, but through your love life. And maybe even supporting the idea of seeing that you had troubles dealing with it, but not really knowing how to solve it. And maybe even seeing that you have better news one day when you see the ideas work for you. Suddenly realizing that you don't have bad news, and then giving yourself back to good karma and solving that you do have good karma coming in, so you wouldn't have to worry about your love life anymore. Okay, it says, I love the fact that I can help myself give myself better news with my love, and I do know that my problems are never going to be solved overnight, but I have to warn myself that I don't have problems in order to give better news to my love. And I do give myself good karma, and I work on it. I want to work on it. I just don't want problems that are going to be negative ongoing. How can I support the idea with problems not being negative ongoing? Okay, because there's some karma here. All right, with like things that keep just spiraling out of control. All right, and then it's like, well, how can I support my love life if I can't, you know, studying it going in a better way when there's some karma held back for some conflicts to happen? All right, it says watch out for some karma that's held back with a King of Cups, or someone that's holding back their feelings. And it could be many people as well that are holding back their feelings, trying to warn you it's not going to be solved overnight. Okay, says, I want to solve this overnight, but how do I see that I can move past it? All right. Says you will see once you've taken liberties again. It does say you don't have to, but you can move past it and leave it there. Just try not to worry, and make sure that you look forward to better news. Waiting to see that things will work out just the way it needs to is going to be better. Live for yourself. Work on everything that you want to. Just don't take no more time off in your mind to think things will get better unless you work on it to get better. Okay. All right, so you'll be moving forward with that, you know, trying to work on how you can make things get better, Sag. It says, I love that, because I want to work with this and make things look forward to better news. Okay, look forward to better news. Okay, there is some type of deception here that you may have gotten away with, but it says you've had to reunite with it from the past as well. Okay, it says you don't have to, but you can see that you will try to change things, and it will not work until you say you didn't do it. And you got to say, I did not do it, to move past it. All right. Once you do, it says you have solved the situation. You didn't do anything, so you're leaving it behind. Okay. You will look forward to good news coming in once you've done that. All right. It does say once you do, you'll see better news come to you, because you didn't do anything wrong, and you've warned yourself that you didn't do anything wrong. You tried to solve a situation, it didn't work for you, but you didn't do anything wrong. Leave it there. Okay. Okay. It says love life is suffering, but it will not suffer anymore. Great news, you have worked on your mind, and people will see you haven't done anything wrong, so stop blaming yourself. Okay, it says you will have better news once you see you didn't do anything wrong, so work on that and make sure you look forward to better situations coming in. It says I will once I see them though, and I have to see them to work on this. I won't want to see myself as a bad rep, or maybe even someone that's done something probably going to make a difference in someone else's life to see it's not going to work. But I do know I'm going to work on it, and possibly giving myself good reasons to believe that it will work for me. Just need to work on it a little bit more. So some of you guys need to mentally work on something a little bit more just to see that something can work for you. Okay. All right. It says I will see that better news comes, and I believe it. I'm going to work on that and say I didn't do it, and I'm leaving it there. All right. So let's see what's going on with work for Sag, please. Work is so good that it's not going to work in your favor always, but it will work in your favor once you say you didn't do anything wrong. Leave it there and say that you did have good karma with your work. Maybe even seeing that better news will come for you one day and problems will be solved overnight. It says, I see it now. I'm going to work on saying I didn't do it and I'm leaving it there. Okay. All right. I do have many things that I work on and I solve in my mind. And I make sure people see me as this, laughing and joking and having fun. Maybe I'm supporting the idea to be pleased again. Happier, like more happier than usual. I haven't been happy in a long time. I need to see support with this though. Mindfully though, because I do see people at work don't always support me with this, but I do want to see good karma come. So I want to support that. Problems are not going to be there for me and I will have better news, and I love myself to the point where I have to have good karma. Okay, that's good, Sag. All right, so let's see what else is going on with work. Let's see what else is going on with work for Sag. Okay. Work is something that you have to be mindful of. Do speak about good karma and work on it. Make sure you see that nothing is set in stone, and you have to have good karma just seeing that you have better news. Laugh because you do. You just have so much good potential about you that you don't need to see any bad news. Working is going to be something you see better news come. Laugh because you did it. You have better news now. All right? You have better news now with something. Okay? Could also be dealing with air sign, earth sign, or you just need to stress something here. All right, so let's see. I love myself to the point I can't say that I didn't do anything wrong, but I wouldn't dare try and harm anyone, and I'm not going to. But I will say this, I didn't do anything wrong either. I didn't do nothing wrong, and I love the fact that you helped me with this. Oh. Alright, cool. So let's see what else is going on. It says work is benefiting you so much. So much forgiveness is there. There's a lot of forgiveness. Okay. It says, I defend that I am happy. Whether or not I've seen something or not, I'm letting it go. I am letting it go because I won't want to harm you. And I feel like benefiting you is something that I would prefer to do. Giving you back to yourself and say, well, you didn't do it. You just knew that you had to support your ideas. And people will see as a good karmic value system to support. Maybe even seeing that you didn't do anything wrong will surprise you one day that you didn't do anything that was going to be bad to you. You just have to give yourself better news. Okay? That way you can be celebrated. All right. It says, I know because I will take my time and see that I had done something wrong one day, but I don't think I did. And I'll look forward to better news one day. I promise myself that I will not give myself to anything that's going to harm me or anything that's going to harm anyone else. I will practice good karma, and I have to take my time with certain situations that are going to give me good karma. So I'll work on that. I'll let this evil mind game go and I will work on it. All right. So you guys are working on yourself a lot right now to let go of something that you feel you may have felt bad about. All right. So let's see what's going on with business for Sag. Business is booming. Trust and believe you have problem solving mind games though. Sometimes you have to figure out what kind of mind game is someone playing so that you could stop playing the same mind game. Let them believe they have problems if they want. You don't have nothing to do with their problems. You will believe that your work is suffering in some ways, but it's not. It doesn't say it is. It's just that you're mindful about how you work and you see that good karma can come. Work on yourself and see that you have better news. Don't try and bring anyone down with you or hurt anyone. Try and work on your situation situation and make sure you see better news. Work with good karma, and don't say that you didn't do anything wrong to the point where you can see that you did it wrong. But it does say you have better news working on something that you don't need to support yourself with bad news. Okay. It says your work is going to be something you do, and then you realize you have better news when you've solved an issue. You do have to solve anything that you feel like has got to work in your favor. So try and support that. Working on these things this week, this month, this year is better than nothing. Just try and work on the things that you need to support when it comes to your main business plans. And even when it comes to your identity in your mind about who you think you are and how you can support yourself with that, the things that you want to achieve will be there for you to have really good ideas of problems not going to be yours, but a perspective of having good karma. Letting someone know that you don't have to be shamed for who you are, and telling them off is going to be something that you could do, but leave them to wonder why you're not supporting their ideas. Let them see that they're no longer needed in your life and they need to move on. It doesn't say it's going to be happening for you in a good way all the time, but you have to support the idea with people saying they didn't need you to support everything that was going to be negative. Let them see that you don't have to deal with everything. It's always something that people want to see that is trying to tarnish your reputation or bring you down. It says you don't always have to support people with this. Just let them believe that they have to struggle and make sense of what it is that they want to achieve in their own life, in their own personal lives, and wonder why it's not working for them. Let them see that they have to work on things in their own way and in their own life and mind their business. All right. So let's see what's going on. It says, I will mind my business once I get a hold of you in my mind to tell you off. If I like you, I'm going to speak to you in my mind and say, I've told you off. If I don't like you, I'm going to tell you that I want to speak to you in my mind and tell you off. It's like, it goes the same way for the both ways. It says, I wouldn't want to tell you off, but what if I needed to, just to say that you didn't do something wrong? But I feel like you did. You did do something harmful to me, but I'm not always going to be punishing you. I just need to leave you alone. And I do feel like I respect you for this, because I wouldn't want to harm you ongoing. Just telling you off is something I would have done, and I would have left it there, but I wouldn't want to try you. I just think I needed to leave you alone. Okay, so someone agrees that they need to leave you alone. All right. So let's see what's going on with your love life, Sag. Love life is certainly going to have benefits of good karma coming in, sexual pleasures, and personal details of you warring with your partner is something that you need to solve. Negative energy can be given to you at any point. Watch out for a person that doesn't want to speak to you or doesn't want to see you in a good way. Wear them thin with, why would you want to see me in that way? Look at them and say, wouldn't you want a better love life than this? Wouldn't you want to try and start again with personally giving yourself better news instead of harming me or harming us or harming our relationship? Wouldn't you want to see that we have better news to support our ideas and give ourselves better news when it comes to our love life and people around us that can support the ideas and dreams as well as the things that you would like to achieve? Wouldn't you like that? Wouldn't you ideally like that more than having harm, doubt, guilt, shame, problems, people causing problems, and envious jealousy? Wouldn't you like that more? I would prefer that. So won't you want to see that the change has to happen? Okay, this could be you, Sag, saying this. It could also be someone that feels mindful about helping you solve the problem. It could also be the fact that you do want to see that you have better news and working on the situation with your darling, your sweet darling. It says your darling wants to know that they have problems, but it says your darling doesn't need to know that they have problems. Wouldn't you like to see better news with us? It says, darling, wouldn't you like to see I have given you better news than always giving you drama? Wouldn't you like to see that you're always giving me drama and then you're not giving me drama? Because I told you we don't need to have this karma coming every time you want to give me a problem. It's like you might have to speak to your person in a different way to make him see that, you don't want these problems. You have to find ways of, wording things sometimes to your partner, or maybe even just kind of showing up in certain ways where you can show them an example of a better outcome. All right. Let's see what's going on for the singles. Let's go see what's going on for the singles. Singles are going to get dressed up and go out and look good and really look their finest. Whining and dining is something on your agenda. Wanting to know you can participate in gestures of really good satisfaction. Going out and seeing someone, maybe even looking for friends, having better news, ideally wanting to see that you can have better news in your life and not really standing for anything that's going to harm you, hurt you, or make you feel sad. Maybe even looking forward to good times out would be good as well. Dressing up, taking the time out to show that you have better news. Love life is certainly something you would ideally want, but you have to see that it's going to work over time and not really work right now. Or sometimes it can work and sometimes it doesn't, but you do feel like you enjoy your life so much that you want to take the time out to really speak to yourself and say, well, I need some fun. I want to have fun and I need to dress up, go out, look good, talk about things that I want to support in better ways, and really surprise myself with better news, and really give myself that. I want to go out, I want to evilly think of plans that I can support giving myself better news too, because people don't want to see me happy. I feel like that's where the evil comes in sometimes, Sag, because you have a lot of haters or people that are jealous, and it doesn't say it's always alarming to you. It's just that you have time alone to think, will I be able to do these things when I'm always having to be bad or evil to someone that's trying to be bad or evil to me, and I don't want this to happen. It says I always try to figure out how I can support the ideas without this, but I do not know how to support it ongoing. I will see how I can support it mindfully, and maybe even see that I can support myself with new friends. Sometimes I need new friends, so I'm going to look forward to being there for someone that wants to be there for me. I'm leaving it all behind to go and look for good karma and get myself a good job. For some of you guys that want to get a good job, like you're looking for new work, it says you do want to look for work and you are looking for more time alone to spend looking for work, and maybe even looking for new forces to help you move past negative memories. It says you don't have to deal with people that always want to hear that there's bad news there. It says mindfully so, you have to leave problems behind and let the situation unfold. You have to believe that good karma is working with you and supporting you, and you love yourself to the point you will see better news. Okay, that sounds nice for the singles there, right? All right, so let's see what's going on with those in a relationship. Sag in a relationship. Sag wants to know that they can start partnering up and having sex again. They do want to have more time in their mind about their lover, being more mindful about who they are. They wonder if their mind is going to tell them off about the person that they've been speaking to, and wonder if they can have good karma with the person that they're working with. They wonder if they can love themselves more than anything, or surprise their partner with nervousness because the partner doesn't want to be there for them all the time. It says, I know because I have things to do, but I do know that I can support you, babe, and I will be there sometimes. I just don't know how to support you with things that I don't understand at times. I feel like I'd rather let you get on with it and let you see that you have better news in your mind, or if you solve the problem by yourself, you could figure it out. I'd wonder if you could surprise yourself with this. I'd love myself too much to be awarded things that are not going to be bad in the way that you want me to have them. Like if you want me to feel down, stressed, or negative, or down and out, and give me that as a present, that is not going to be a good gift. I wouldn't want to know you're giving me gift of evil or negativity. I can't stand it. I'd rather see pleasure rather than pain. I'd rather still see guilt trips gone away. I'd rather see nervousness gone away. I'd rather see bad news gone away. I would rather see good karma come to me. So if you want to tarnish me or bring me down, I wouldn't want to hear from you right now. I just want to see that you have better news to give me, and once I see this, then I can partner up with you. Until then, I need to stress my life in ways that I'm going to get good karma, i.e. work on things that are going to bring me more great news, better news, things that are going to give me better experiences. Love life is supported in that way, but not really if you're not going to work with me. Some of you guys feel like your partner's not working with you here. You know, you're there for your partner, but you know, your partner's kind of bringing you negative news sometimes, and you're like, well, I don't need that. I really don't need that. Okay, I just need to solve my situations in better ways. You know, looking forward to things on my own to solve my situations so I can get better karma in my life. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the marriage couples of Sag married couples. Sagittarius married life is certainly going to be over in the next 2 weeks if they don't know how to support themselves, or maybe even see eye to eye, or maybe spending time alone is something that you'll do more often, more frequently. It says time after time again, you do leave your situations in your love life to suffer, or maybe just let it lay as it is, like keep it there. It says it doesn't work in your favor always, but you can see better news come once you've stole the ideas from someone to say, well, I do know we could work on things in this way, or maybe even try our luck in another way, possibly even not speaking at all at times, or not really wanting to, maybe even gossiping or charging your mind with jealousy at times because your partner doesn't want to see you as the person that you want to see them. Possibly even seeing them with someone else will make you mad, and you wouldn't want to know that they're doing that. It does say you have to work with them and figure out, how can I get my person to leave out the negative steam I'm brewing right now, because I feel like my partner could be charging me in my mind to say, well, I have to feel mad about something. So some of you guys, your partner is maybe going through something and bringing you into it, or your partner is or you have to support your partner with that thing, or maybe your partner is, you know, giving you some negative energy and it's making you feel a little bit, you know, steamed up right now. But it says, I know, because this person always tries to test me and I hate the hell out of it. Can't stand the way he's always testing me, making me feel like I have to feel mindful about him, and maybe even feeling like I have to tread on eggshells with him. Maybe even making me feel like I have to be nervous because of him. Maybe even making me feel like I have to wonder why he does this and makes me feel like I have to be brought into it too. Maybe why he always makes me feel like I have to be dragged down into these negative realms of jealousy, envy, evil, problems, always something. Why is it I have to always deal with these things? Yeah, I understand that, Sag. So it's a lot. It says, I know, because he always makes me feel like I have to deal with something in myself to solve the problem. And then he's purposely pushing me away and making me feel like I've done the problem. And then I feel like, well, I'm helping you with the problem, but you purposely want me to feel like I'm doing wrong to do nothing to solve the problem. It's always some type of game he's playing with me, or some type of trial and error, or maybe even some type of worsening of the situation. When will he see that I can't cope and I'm dealing with this stress on my own? How is he going to support me and give me better news? When's he going to give me better news? How can I hear that he's going to give me better news instead of worries and pain? I don't want to deal with that. I just want to love him. I want him to love me too, but why will he not love me the way I love him, or in ways that I want to feel like I am loved? Oh, Sag. Bless you. Let's hope that, you know, he is going to change and he's going to give you better news, and he's going to, you know, he says, I can't deal with this. I'm not talking about it. I will not want to help you with this news until I figure it out. And he always seems to want to work alone, but then complains that you're not helping him. You're not solving his problems. Oh dear. All right, let's move forward. Hopefully spirit and the universe can help guide us, you know, over the coming weeks and months to solve this issue. All right, so let's see what's going on. All right, what's going on with the individual star signs? What's going on with Sagittarius, please? Sagittarius. Okay. All right, it says you guys do not want to stress, but you do have problems, and you don't want to see it, but you do have problems. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Taurus. So Taurus knows that you did something, but don't really know you did something, and wouldn't want to know until you make them aware, but don't really care and want to know that you're stress-free. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Gemini. Gemini wants to know that you did something wrong but doesn't really understand why you should do something wrong when they're always doing something wrong, and they do need to mind their business. Okay, let's see what's going on with Cancerian. Cancerian doesn't know what's going on and doesn't want to know what's going on because they're always doing evil, always doing bad, and don't really care and don't want to hear it. What's going on with Leos? Leos don't want to hear that they're stressing you and don't want to see you in a bad way and don't want to speak to you about it. Wouldn't want to dare speak to you about it and wouldn't want to see you in your mind to talk about it. What's going on with Virgos? Virgos hate the hell out of you but want to hear that bad news is there and can't warn themselves enough to speak less of it because they do want to see themselves as always giving themselves as perfect. They can't help themselves but to see perfect, and they don't even always do perfect, but they are very mindful and evil and even jealous at times and won't want to tell you that, but they are very mindful and very mean and jealous. What's going on with Libras? Libras don't care. They just want to hear that you are in a bad way and wouldn't want to hear that for themselves, so really don't want to see themselves in negative news. It says they don't want to warn you, but they have warned themselves not to speak to you and move on. They won't want to dare love you in the right way, but they wouldn't want to see you in a bad way either, and they wouldn't want to dare bring you down into any judgment or negative energy. And what's going on with Scorpios? Scorpio has a problem with people and don't want to see bad news for anyone. Just want to see bad news at times with themselves or someone else around them, but not really. At times they do, sometimes they don't, and they wonder where things are going. They just know that things will change for you, Sag, if you work on things in your mind and sort out how you want to be and look forward to better news coming into your life in other ways. Don't want to see any problems with you, Sag, so I know that I can move on past the situation and let you feel freed from your innocence, or even freed from your judgment, or even freed from your bad news. Freed is what I want you to feel, freed, and maybe even tame that you don't have to always be this way, but you can force the energies to make yourself feel better. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Sag and Sag. Sag and Sag. Sag doesn't want to hear that you've got any time in your mind off from the details that you've put yourself through. You have to believe yourself that you didn't do anything wrong, and you have to tell yourself, look, I didn't do anything, so I'm not going to warn myself anymore. I left it alone, and I will not want to see anyone that's telling me I have to do something wrong to please them. I'm not going to please them if they want to see me in a bad way, so they have to move on. They've got to move on. I didn't want to hear that I had any problems. I will not see it, and I will not deal with it, and I will not want to warn myself more about it. I just leave you to deal with it on your own and let you see bad news in your own environment, in your own lives, in your own shadows, in your own self, in your own skin. All right, let's see what's going on with Capricorns. Capricorns doesn't want to hear any stress from you, doesn't want to deal with you, doesn't want to really deal with you, doesn't want to ideally be there either, doesn't want to hear that they're always there in your face making a nonsense of you or even of themselves. They rather be alone and stress themselves out on why they do that. They probably play more mind games than any one of you, but they do feel like they have to work with you. And believe you me, it says you will not know if you have problems, but you do have problems. It says you don't, but you do, because you have to sort something out first, but you won't always have the same problem. You have to give yourself back to your mind and say, I've changed something and I've dealt with something, to deliver yourself from a karmic measure. It says you do have problems with people, but not really in that way. You have better news coming once you've changed your ideas or your situations and see that your negative energies is not going to be certain for you in a bad way. You have good karma, but it doesn't say bad news is always going to be the answer. So when will you learn that you have better news and support yourself? Keeping yourself firm and keeping yourself to yourself is something better than nothing. It says you keep yourself to yourself and wonder why things work out well for you when you study them and look forward to better news. Don't bring anyone into your mind or your situations. Don't let anyone say that you did anything wrong that was going to hurt you. I try to warn you, Sag, don't let people judge you or bring you down. I like you, but I can't help you if you can't help yourself. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Aquarius and Sag. Aquarius doesn't really care. They don't really care so much about you. They really do believe that they do have problems with you and don't want to see that they do. They do, but they don't. And they wonder why they're always getting the short end of the stick, because they really try to tarnish your reputation or bring you down, or maybe even remember that you do things constantly and work on your silence or your information, or even work on your dignity or your pride. It does say you have to leave the Sagittarius alone and make sure that you don't, well, it says you have to leave the Sagittarius alone, Aquarius, and judge your own self. It says you do not know how to support your own ideas, so you need to pee off, or make sure you look forward to good karma in your own life because you don't know how to support everyone else. It says you may be supported by a water sign, or maybe even someone that's going to help you see that, Sag, you don't have to deal with any problems more than you have dealt with. You just have to move on. It's not smart for you to feel like everyone's bringing you down, but it does say you've had problems with the water signs too, and maybe even wonder if they're going to support you, but you don't realize they do have your back. It's just that you may have been negative to them at one point, and maybe they're trying to warn you. They don't really care about seeing you in a bad way. They don't want to see you in a bad way, but they do wonder if you stressed yourself too much to the point where you've hurt yourself. It does say you have hurt yourself and them, but they do see their own problems too. They just don't want to laugh at you or make fun of you the way you've made fun of them. They just wonder why they did at times, because they had to. Maybe because they felt away at times and maybe wanted to use you for the same experience. It says they don't need to do this anymore because they've absolutely negatively felt the same pain as you at times. But they do know they have problems with you pleasing yourself, and they feel like you have to move on. Aquarius is not going to make fun of you no more, as long as you see that good karma comes in yourself. Aquarius is something that you really need to move on from and not laugh at them, but they will laugh at you at times too. They just need to move on from their negative memories. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on with Pisces. Pisces and Aquarius, Pisces and Sag. Pisces loves you so much that you will see good karma come. It says wonderful energy is coming to you with the Pisces. It says you never knew that. It says obviously things are going to change, and you will see that they will certainly show up in your life, or maybe even shadow you at times, or maybe even probably put you further in more problems at times. But it says their problems have to deal with on their own. They don't need me. I wouldn't want to deal with them if they're going to bring problems to me. I purposely will push them away. So you're ready to push away a Pisces if they bring any problems to you. It says I will, because I will learn how to keep myself to myself and not want to see any problems come to me or them. So they need to figure out which way they're going with their problems, because I don't want to deal with their problems, and they don't need to deal with me and mine. Maybe I've shown them not to speak about it, but I will see them in a lot of problems if they keep punishing me. All right. So let's see what's going on with I'm hearing forwards and upwards. Forwards and upwards. However that resonates with some of you guys. Forwards and upwards. Okay. And I'm hearing that you did something like, yeah, you know, laugh because you did it. You moved past a jealousy or a negative mind. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on with your angel messages. It could be a mind game of a person that didn't really support you or like you. It says it does say people are hurting you and hurting you and hurting you, but you don't have to deal with them. Let them feel their own wrath. All right. It says life purpose. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. All right. It says clear your space. Archangel Josiel, get rid of clutter. Clear the energy around you and use Feng Shui. All right. Universal message. Okay. It says the moment I embrace peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment the universe can truly get to work. All right. And that came up in reverse as well. So some of you guys May have did so, and may not have did so. But some of you guys may be getting to work, and some of you guys may need to get to work on that. Okay? See what's going on with your angel numbers. 53, 44, 10, 4, 56, 51. I'm also hearing number 7. 55, 24, and number 33. And also saying time to let go of your mind games as well, or let go of some mind games. It says people want to see you in a bad way, but you will not leave them to believe they're going to get the upper hand. So I leave it there, my lovelies, and I hope you enjoy the week ahead. Ciao for now, Sag. Bye.